What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Today in the world of indie games, we're checking out a grand strategy game called Plebby Quest. I spent like an hour or two at this game last night just getting a feel for like the world and how the game functions and kind of playing through the first campaign map effectively and just sort of getting myself sunk on into the systems that exist. If you are a fan of grand strategy games, this is very much kind of like a light arcadey grand strategy, and it actually manages to pull off that idea pretty well. Usually those two things don't go together. Arcadey usually means that it's kind of flavorful and it goes down fast and it moves quickly and it's easy to pick up and learn. And grand strategy is usually at odds with that. We're talking lots of menus, Excel spreadsheets, Europa Universalis type stuff that's utterly unfathomable to most people, but to a certain brand of player, it's like the entire thing that they care about. This game actually manages to blend those two things pretty well. It's also got a really cool art style, and I thought the game was fun with the time that I spent with it last night, so I'm probably not going to do the best intro to this game, but at the same time, I did want to appraise you and keep you aware of the fact that it exists, just in case you're into that kind of stuff. So we'll start a new game, and we'll go free play mode. Sounds good. We got to pick where we want to start out at. We can either be Manuel the First. We can be Gerard the Great Conqueror, who apparently is very, very sunburned. Like, somebody need to get this man some SPF, okay? He's gonna end up with some serious, growths if he keeps getting sunburned like that. We have Muhammad the First, and then we have Baldwin the Fourth. So anyways, I don't really know what the difference is. Oh, you can also pick, like, where you want to... Oh, cool. So we can go with, like, Europe. We can go with the Mediterranean. I actually didn't even notice that you could do this right here. You can go with the entire world, so a world-sized map. That'd be kind of crazy. I bet that gets nutty pretty fast. God, I don't know. Let's start with Europe, I guess. I don't know. So we've got Joan, we've got Richard. We have Orio, I don't know. Okay. And so anyways, when we pick one of these guys, I guess we'll just go with Europe for now. When we pick one of these guys, what it'll do is it'll light up all the different areas. And so apparently the Duchy of Normandy is too small to contain the ambitions of Richard I, who had become known as Richard the Lionhearted. His journey to empire is only just beginning. Okay, well, let's do it. I mean, we have a lion on our head, so that's pretty cool. Like, none of the other characters allow me to have a lion on my head. The King of Jerusalem has that super awesome silver mask, because he has leprosy or whatever. But, I mean, that's my two major choices right there. You either go with Richard the Lionheart, or you go with the guy that has the mask on, the King of Jerusalem. Like, you gotta go with either way. It's called the Crusades, so we got a crusade out here. It is important to note that you can play pretty much as anybody. You can play as, Sunnis, you can play as Shiites, you can play as the Roman Catholics, you can play as I think the Hospitaliers are in there. Like, basically, there's a ton of factions in this game, and they all kind of have different things going on. Alright, so we are a Plantagenet. A country lord can hire 3 generals. Our kingdom ranking right now is number 8. As of right now, it appears as though it is December of 1174. So in December of 1174, it appears as though we have... we've got income, so we're getting a little bit of wood. We've got our boot camp has been renewed, and then next month we have Parliament. We'll close that on down, and there's, like, a lot of stuff to go through right now. Like, we've got to go through a ton of things. So this is the State of the Kingdom overview, which is the menu we were just in. This little guy right here is actually going to tell you all your resources, your income, and your outflow. Effectively, your expenditures versus the amount of money that you're making right there. We have ourselves our generals in the bottom left. This is probably the menu that you're going to be interacting with the most as you play the game. So we've got Richard the Lionhearted. As of right now, he's got a couple of guys with him. He's got spearmen, he's got cavalry, and then he's got some slingers. These guys are considered to be generals, and so you don't have AP or anything else in this game. Effectively, what you do have is you have general staff. And so these 3 right here are general staff. Each one of them can take a turn and do a thing somewhere on the map, whether that be attacking someone else's territory, whether that be doing diplomacy, whether that's going out and setting up trade caravans, or whether that's like just doing random little quests at the inn. It doesn't matter. Each one of those activities is going to use up your general for the month. And right now we have Richard, we have Brad, and we have William of Normandy. As of right now, it looks like they all have armies. So Bradley over here has himself spearmen, and it looks like 2 archers. So he's pretty good. And then we've got William of Normandy, who's got an infantry, and he's got himself a slinger. So my guess is that this guy, he's got the weakest army out of everybody. He's basically just got militia. Chances are we probably want to use him for police actions and just making sure that unrest doesn't get too high inside of our territory. We can click on each and every single one of these little villages and cities right here. This will tell us how happy people are. You want to see a lot of green thumbs ups. If you're not seeing green thumbs up, that means people are grumpy and you haven't put into play the various policies and things that they wanted. And so they're kind of like rebelling a little bit. You can fix that through various methods that we'll talk about later. At the top of the screen, we also have our gold and all of our resources. So like research points so that we can move up the tech tree. We've got wheat, we've got war horses, we've got wood, sugar, diamonds. I believe that's pagan prisoners right there. And then we've also got holy relics. We've got 28 wood right there, so I'll take that real fast, because obviously we're going to need that 28 wood right there. I don't know exactly where we're getting that 28 wood from. I assume that it must be... Oh, we've got a wood farm right there. I see it. Okay. Alright. So I guess one of the first things that we're going to have to do is we need to talk to this guy right here, Tanakfa, apparently. These suspicious strangers have come all the way from the Far East in order to support your dream of being a great conqueror. Every single one of them will support you with goods which they view as the most important for achieving great work. Look carefully and choose the goods you will need. They are very prideful, so you must decide carefully. So we can get Proven Faith. I don't know exactly what Proven Faith does. I do think that the game could benefit from having a few more tooltips. So like if I moused over this guy, then I mouse over Proven Faith, it kind of tells you what it does. But basically each of these guys has gifts, and we kind of want to see if we can take them. So I'm going to take the research points right there. That's going to upset him. That's fine. I am going to take... I'm going to take the wheat. That sounds good. I'm going to take the gold, and then I guess I'll take the pagan prisoners. So we got 100 research points right there, which is actually pretty major. Like, I really, really wanted the 100 research points because there's a few things that we need to research from the research tree that are going to allow us to do various things in combat, various upgrades for our society and stuff like that. We got 225 wheat. We've got 90 gold and some pagan prisoners. Sounds good. So we'll take all that stuff right there. If you wanted to use your research points, which I absolutely recommend that we do, we go to the administration tab down here. We'll go to our research. It's 3 branches. You've got administration, military, and religion. And so you can decide what you want to do. We've got wine production right there. Produce and sell wine from the monastery in exchange for gold. God will forgive us our little enterprise. Okay, well, we want switch rows 1 and 2. That's really important for combat. Like, we have to have that. Apparently, we can extend warm, homey greetings to travelers and guests. They are more likely. The more they like their kingdom, the more allies we will have. Okay, so we can host wandering generals if we take that one right there. They'll be at the inn or whatever. We can also go with a system of metals right there. Actually, we may want to sit on this. What we might want to do is we might want to save our research points, because every now and again what you'll do is in the beginning of the game, you're going to have to go to Parliament or whatever. And when you go to Parliament, there's going to be a bunch of different lords that all have like different things that they want from you. And some of them will want you to do research. And if we have these extra research points, we can just pop out that research real fast and get their reward free of charge effectively. And we'll close that on down. Diplomatically, we've got to decide what we want to do here. Looks like right now the Kingdom of England has no interest in us. So that's good. Oops, I clicked the wrong thing right there. Looks like we also have the Celts. They fear no one. They're an isolationist tribe of reckless. Okay, so we don't really want to worry about them. We do have these neighbors down here in the Count of Blois. It looks like they will give us wood if we can get them up to trade levels. If you're wondering the way that this menu works right here, this top thing, this is your diplomatic relations with them. As it goes to the right, you'll hit these little thresholds, and I actually like how all this is really, really well labeled. As you go to the right, you'll be able to trade with them, which means you'll get this bonus every month. And then as you get further on in, you can ally with them as well, which means that they'll throw down and they'll try to help you out if you get yourself into trouble. We don't have any diamonds or anything else, so we're not going to be able to, like, insta-get ourselves any allies right now, which is kind of a bummer. But I do think it's a good idea just to kind of look around and make sure that, like, nobody hates our guts. Like, that's the part that concerns me the most. I would say that what we should probably do is we should more than likely maybe make friends with England for a little bit. Just like they're like the big kingdom around here. We may want to come up with some kind of alliance with them and just sort of help them with whatever they're doing in order to keep ourselves off the chopping block. I think the people that offer themselves the quickest are probably going to be the ones that make it. What else do we have going on right here? We have our religion. We've got to take our 3 turns, which I actually think is a really good place to start. So, what we've got here is we can go to the monastery. The monastery has a couple of different options. You can give money to the needy, which will allow you to get random rewards. You basically play like a little mini game. This guy right here, you can pray to God and light a candle. All that does is it extends God's favor, which means anything in the game that's influenced by luck will be slightly more likely to go your way the more candles you have lit. And this right here will allow us to sort books. If we catalog the books, it's basically a little matching game that will give us research points so that we can move down the tech tree. If we go to the inn, there's little practice battles that we can take over here, and then we can also have our recruits, our soldiers, we can have them healed back up to full by talking to her, but it is pretty pricey, so keep that in mind. This guy right here will give us 10 sugar if we fight him. He'll give us 10 wood. He'll give us 10 horses if we fight him. Let's go with the infantry guy because the sugar is actually pretty useful. And so effectively, these are just little like practice battles. With Brad, he's got himself a bunch of archers and some spearmen. Okay. Let's take you... I don't know if we want to invade anybody right now. I think it might be a bad plan. What do they have down here? Like, what are these guys doing? No, I don't want to end my turn. I was just looking around. I'll have you go to the monastery. And let's go ahead and sort some books. So, we need the bottom one right there to go right there. Not really that helpful. I actually don't think we're going to be able to sort anything this time around. The goal is to match 3 either vertically or horizontally. Ideally, you want to match 3 in like an L shape both ways. But it looks like we got bad books this time, so I don't think we're actually going to get any research here. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get any research points, unfortunately. Yep, nada. Not a damn thing. Can we try it again? Oh, you can only do it once per month. Okay. Down here in the barracks, he's got some stuff going on, but he doesn't really have any spaces for extra people, so I'm not sure what the game wants. You can click on the reserves tab over here, and it'll show you all the units that you have that you basically own that are in reserves so that you can swap them out with people's armies or whatever. They're 2 different things right there. So there's basically your reserves, which is inside of your barracks, and then on top of that, I believe there's also the boot camp. The boot camp will allow you to spend money listed up there in order to add these guys to your reserves so that you can swap people out as necessary. Alright, well, we don't really have a whole lot going on right now, so, like, I don't think there's much for this guy to do, in all fairness. We don't have any unrest, so, like, I don't need to have him go out and police. Like, we're not at war with anybody, and so, like, I don't know, maybe I'll commence and send him over to there. Actually, it appears as though it's using that as a staging ground to go to the next area, and so, like, I figured we'd just, like, move people around in case we got attacked. But I actually think we're looking okay. Apparently the Celts up here are gonna have, like, problems with us, maybe? I don't know. It looks like they've got a sea route over here into our territory, which kind of worries me. Inside the religion tab, we can also effectively kind of work right here with the... We can work here with the Catholic Pope, just in case we wanted to increase our reputation there as well. I've actually never played around with this system, so I don't know exactly what happens if the Duke... Or I'm sorry, if the... I don't know what happens if the Pope is happy with you, okay? So we've got to maintain an offering. Gotcha. Okay, I'll close that down. As far as our income goes, where's our money going right now? So we're giving something to the Catholic Church. We're paying 3 generals, and then apparently there's also, like, corruption or something. It says there's a siphoned amount right there, so I'm guessing that's corruption. Yeah, corrupt officials are siphoning about 6.7% of the resources. Yeah, we'll end our turn. I'll show you guys the combat system, too, before we get much further into the episode. So all these guys are going to have stuff that they're up to. We are fighting in a back alley right now, because obviously that's what a glorious king does. The way that this works is that we give orders using our little pigeons right here. So every time we click a button, it gives an order. I don't need switch rows, but we'll march them forward. So the little pigeon goes, and our little guys march forward. We do have the charge command right there. Go ahead and do it. And so there goes our cavalry. They're going to deal a bunch of damage right there. Unfortunately, the cavalry are going to be slightly disabled after charging. So they're going to do a grip of damage, but then they're going to get pushed back to the back line. Yeah, keep the charge going. Cavalry charge. Nice. Keep pushing them back. We are destroying the hell out of these enemy troops right now. We are really, really giving it to them. I think one more charge and we should be solid. We actually didn't take that much damage from this combat. But then again, Lionheart starts out with some really, really good units. And so as you can see, the combat system is very cutesy. As you get more orders and stuff like that, it does get more strategic. It's also got like a rock, paper, scissors thing going on where certain units are better against other certain units. As of right now, though, this is a great way for us to get a little bit of XP on each of our units. And so we wiped out the enemy. Looks like they got a little bit for melee attacks right there. Yeah, there you go. Deal some more charge damage. Perfect. They haven't leveled up yet, but once they max out their XP, what we'll be able to do is we will be able to upgrade them to the next tier, and they become much stronger. If you're wondering what these little loops are right here, these are for medals. And so once you've unlocked the medals research, when they do certain achievements in combat, so like for example, let's say your spearman kills 2 enemy units, they might get a medal, and that medal might increase their HP by 10%. And so like upgrading your units and leveling them up and letting them get accolades is a really big deal. Alright, so we succeeded at that mission, which means we get 10 sugar, and it's now January, which means we have to hold a parliamentary meeting. Alright, today I would like you to hear about the people of the kingdom and how they are doing. Richard I will listen to your stories and respond. All voices are welcome, so please participate. Alright, so 3 people have stuff that they want us to do. The people's descent will decrease if you pass this proposal, and you will get rewards if you make it happen. We don't have enough sugar. We should get a small amount and keep it on hand for emergencies. We will get 40 research points for that. We have to get 25 sugar. We have Staff Officer Aaron, who says, implement a medal system to recognize the bravery of your troops. It is a realistic reward that you can give. Okay, so we have 5 months to get these proposals once they've been passed. I accept that one, because I can get that right now, and so that's basically a free reward. I'm still seeing easy pickings under General Brad's command, so I petition to train one of Brad's troops. Alright, well, I mean, we're going to have to do that at some point. It's going to take a couple battles, though, I think, to get that done. I also don't know if I can stockpile all the sugar. I don't think I have, like, a really good run on sugar just yet, but I'll take the sugar one, and then we'll conclude. Alright, so it looks like we've got some discord has gone down. So our parliamentary session of the year of 1175 is done. Ah, yes, it was a fair year. A year full of parliamentary sessions. Let me go ahead and get my 10 sugar right there. We're going to need a little bit more sugar in order to get that done. And in fact, we have to get it done a little bit early. But the first thing we need to do is go to our research. We're going to do a system of medals just to get that proposal done. And so that's done right there. That'll give us our, actually, it's basically free. We gained our research points back. And so that was effectively a freebie for us. Very nice. We can host travelers. We can expand our monastery altar. Let's do wine production. I'd like to make a little bit of money on the side. I do think that our income is pretty bad right now. And then we'll expand the monastery altar as well. Perfect. I don't know how much that's going to affect our income. But, you know, we can check the monastery. Did they add the vintner over here? Alcohol won't fix your problems, but it will let you forget them. Okay. I've got the permission I need. Will you help me make portions of forgetting your cares? There's a reward in it for you. Apparently I can help out with that. Doesn't the extra candlelight make the monastery feel holier? God will surely be pleased. Welcome to the monastery. Alright, so he's leveled up a little bit. Let's go to our barracks real fast. I think these dudes will probably be better off. I am Captain Badge. I am here so that you can award medals. Medals are rewards for dedication and sacrifice to the Duchy of Normandy and the Roman Catholic cause. Some say maybe shiny medal isn't the most useful reward, but nonsense. This is about honor, not money. There are things the material cannot satisfy. Anyways, let me know if you need any medals to get out. I'll give you a good deal. Total security. Staff Officer Aaron reporting for duty. What did you need? Apparently we can... Hold on a second. So if I wanted to rest right here, I guess I need a horse. I needed some sugar. Okay, so they're not going to be able to rest for right now. I could pay some money to rest over there, but it's really, really expensive. We've already defeated that guy right there, so we're going to have to find another lineup for sugar if we really want it. Who has sugar? I don't know if anybody has sugar, in all honesty, on this side of the map. I like how there's little animated horsies that are just running around over there. That's pretty cool. Like, it really is a pretty game. I get the distinct feeling that most of the functions of this game are, like, way over my head. I don't normally play games like this. I usually skip them because, you know, I don't feel like I'm up to the task a lot of the time with games this complicated. But I felt like after playing it for an hour or so last night, I really did feel like it was one of those games that people that are into this sort of thing would definitely want to check out. And so anyways, like I always tell people, my job's not to be good at games. My job is to show you games. We could have Brad go and fight somebody, I guess. Yeah, go to the inn and maybe mess with the archers over here. Yeah, go ahead. William of Normandy, I don't really have anything for you. Let's go to the monastery and see if maybe, let's see how this works. Let's make some wine. Let's do it. All right, this monastery, we could produce 5 mine at once. With the help of a fast worker, we can make 1 more than that. The quality should be at about this level, but you never know till you open it up. We open it and rate the quality, and then it's ready for sale. Now, what do we have here? I don't know if I want them to match or not. Oh, we're going for the reds? Okay. This wine will sell beautifully. You made 5 wine and you will earn profit from the sale of the wine. Alright, sounds good, man. Sounds dope to me. Somebody sort some books over here, bro. We've got a match right there, so I can already see it. So there's our match. Bow. Got ourselves a little bit of research. Okay. A little bit of the old research right there. We want to drop that in because we'll get some more right there on that middle tier. I don't have any greens. If I had a green, I could put it right there and we'd be solid. But I can do a red on the next turn, which will go right there and give us a little bit more. So now we're at 27 research points. Not bad. Yeah, I'm just going to drop those right there. Now we got 34 research points. That's all for today. Any more and somebody's going to break their back. Alright, well, let's close that off. We've done what we needed to do here. 34 research points is actually pretty good, though. That's going to allow us to keep going on up the research tree over here. We can either get ruins exploration over here, or we can host travelers, or we can accommodate Italian and Arabian merchants. Oh, really? Okay, get the Arabian merchants. They have sugar. That's what I need, is I need the sugar. I also need horses, actually, so that I can rest my troops, and they'll regenerate. So both of those, I think, are valid options. I think that's it for this month. We're not going to be able to do much else, so I'll end the turn. Nobody else seems to be making power plays just yet. We do have this back alley fight that we've got to participate in. His archers versus my archers. All right, you guys march. March the old archers. I love the graphics, dude. These little guys for the battle scenes, I love it. I've always liked battle systems like this. We're actually doing pretty considerable damage right now. Like, I think we're going to take a little bit, but we should be able to steamroll them pretty easily. Yeah, there you go. They're falling back. Archers are so good, man. I love them. They're great. So the enemy's been wiped out. That should give us some free wood, I guess. Hey, and my archers got medals, too. So this little guy right here got a medal of reinforcement. So his troop HP has been increased by plus 100. This dude has gotten medal of bow attack. And so apparently their damage has been boosted by 0 to 4. Nice. Well, that's helpful. I mean, they only hit for like 38, and so 0 to 4 actually can be up to a 10% increase in the amount of damage that they're dealing, so that's all right. So we killed off the archers. This month we don't have anything happening, but next month we'll have kingdom income. All right. So, like, how come... I'm curious. Did the wine make any money? Because we did 59 last week, and we did 59 this week, so... Let's see here. Oh, cool. We collected from right there. Nice. We got an extra 66 gold. Sweet. And then there's 10 more wood that we've added to the stockpile, even though I haven't really found anything. So, do these guys heal? That's my question. It looks like they don't heal unless you actually use a rest command. I don't want to dissolve the troop. What medals can they have? Oh, we can just give them, like, melee defense? Okay. Alright, well, I'm not really interested in doing that just yet. Maybe if I put them in the reserves, maybe that'll do it. No, I guess once you pull them out of the reserves, they can't go back in. I was trying to wonder if maybe there was another way I could get these little guys to heal in between combats, because they're a little bit beat up right now. But I think you actually have to use one of the rest commands in order to get them healed up, otherwise they just kind of get scuffed. Yeah, we can rest them right now. Like, apparently we got horses from somewhere. Where did I get horses from? Oh, okay, so I get basic resources per month, and it's random. We may get any one of those 3. I see. The big thing we absolutely need to do is we need to do more research. So let's go ahead and do that. I want to get the Arabian merchants so that I can get more sugar. Alright, so there's our books right there. We put a green right there. Pow. Done. And then, oh, they work diagonally too. Ooh, the combo. I didn't even plan that. Big old wombo combo right there. We've got a green book next. I don't see anything that I can do with the green book. I probably shouldn't have done that. That was probably dumb. There's a blue on the bottom right there, but we can't really get to it. Yeah, I shouldn't have put that green right there. I think I screwed myself over. Yeah, I mean, that first combo was really, really nice. We got 27 points right there. How much do I have on the... Is my relationship going up right here? So the small offering just keeps us neutral. And if I go to the high offering, the larger cost between 120 and 30% of city income per month. Okay, so yeah, that's really, really pricey to increase our friendship with the Catholic Church. However, I do think it's time for us to do some diplomacy. So let's go talk to England real fast, and we can send a liaison. Now, your diplomatic relationship will gradually improve. Yeah, we'll lose like 20% of our income, but I think making friends with them is a really, really good idea, and every single month we'll have a chance for it to go up by almost 3, you know what I mean? And we're kind of like creeping towards negative right now, which makes me think, oh, we're historical rivals. Oh. Okay, well, I mean, we'll send a liaison and see if that can at least even it out. I'd like to forestall war for as long as possible because they have a much better... But while they have a lot more things than I have, if we could avoid going to war, I'd prefer it. Looks like they've got pretty good dudes down there. Let's go back to the monastery. I'm going to make some more wine. Alright. Alright. Got him. Hey, there we go. A panacea for all stress. A full store of wine. How is this not heaven again? So we made 4 wine, and we'll get profits from that. So that'll be really, really good. I think... Inside the inn... Hey, there's somebody here. See new faces? Yeah, there's a new general right here, I think. You see our NOA listed our rooms on something called Airbnb. Since then, travel has been coming by 1s and 2s. They're outsiders, so I can sell wine to them at a 200% markup. Did I say that out loud? Oh, don't mind me. I am Pons William from France. Relaxation and proper wine at last. What does he do? Do I want to gift him? Or do I just want to talk to him? So have a conversation with a wandering general and ask him to join your kingdom. Okay, so what we do here is we play a little mini game. We've got to talk about topics, and we've got to figure out which topics he likes. And if we can get them done properly, he'll stay with us. So, we know that one of these is in the wrong place, but one of these topics is correct. So what we want to do now is we want to go like this. And we want to rotate it. Okay, so the first one will more than likely be that right there. The second one will have to be the heart, and the third one will have to be the crown if we're trying to figure out which one we're rotating. There you go, so we got one of them correct. We know the first topic that he wants to talk about is apparently bandaged hands. It's a very important topic in the old world of the Crusades. But if we finish that matching game right there before he leaves, we'll be able to hire him as a general, and we can add him to our staff. And then we'll be able to have more armies. And having more armies is important because most of these neighboring factions over here only have like 3 armies. So if we can outnumber them with like 5 armies, that means we can take their stuff, and their stuff becomes ours. My name is Splattercat. This is Plebby Quest. Hope you guys liked it. I'm not very good at it, and it's kind of a slow-moving game, but it is a game that I thought there was definitely a certain member of my community that would find this game to be interesting. You know, if you're all burned out on CK2, you're all burned out on, you know, Hearts of Iron and all those types of games, you want to play something a little bit lighter, something a little bit more humorous. This game does have storyline campaigns. This is the sandbox mode right here where, like, anything can happen, but the game does have campaigns as well that you can play through. The first campaign is basically like 2 hours and teaches you how to play the game. That's the one that I played through. And then after that, there are more complicated campaigns where you have things you're trying to accomplish that are a little bit more specific. But for right now, we got through the early portion of the game. We've done some research. We've moved ourselves up the tech tree a little bit, which I think is very, very important. I want these Arabian merchants something fierce. That's what I really, really want. There we go. Let's accommodate some Arabian merchants out here. Yeah, buddy. But anyways, I will see you all next time. Thank you for being here. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it. Also, check out the Discord and the Twitch stream. Those are all listed down below. My name is Splattercat. I sift through the pile to find what's worthwhile in the world of indie games every single day so you don't have to. Take care, everybody, and I will see you next time. Don't work too hard.